Think you know cars? One of the myths we're about to bust can torch an engine in 10 minutes, yet millions of drivers still swear by it. Another drains bank accounts at the pump every single day. And the newest myth? It's so convincing that seasoned mechanics have repeated it on live streams without blinking. Give me the next few minutes and I'll unravel 8 head-turning myths that refuse to die, from premium gas urban legends to the silent dangers hidden in today's electric cars. Stick around. Myth 3 alone has cost drivers billions. Ready? Let's blow up some bad advice. Myth number 1. Premium gas makes every car run better. You roll up to the station, glance at the glowing 91 button, and think, why not give my engine a treat? The logic seems unbreakable. Higher octane, higher performance, cleaner burn, right? Wrong. Unless you drive a high compression engine that actually needs that extra octane to prevent knock. Modern ECUs already time ignition perfectly on regular fuel. Pouring premium into a Toyota Corolla does exactly one thing. Empties your wallet faster. Even worse, last summer, a handful of influencers exposed supposedly watered-down premium in viral TikTok clips. The bigger scandal wasn't the fuel. It was the fact their own lab test showed zero benefit after the cost. Car makers know this, insurance actuaries know it, and your owner's manual screams it in tiny print. If your car calls for 87, use 87. You're not boosting horsepower, you're just burning cash. But wasting money at the pump is child's play compared with our next myth, one that strikes when temperatures plummet and could quietly shave years off your engine's life. Myth number 2, idling for 10 minutes in winter protects the engine. Grandpa used to let his 69 pickup rumble while he scraped the windshield. Different era. Carburetors needed warmth to atomize fuel. Today's injectors don't. 30 seconds is all modern oil pumps need to circulate 5W30 on a frosty morning. Past that, you're just soaking your catalytic converter in raw fuel and wasting time. Cold start wear is real, but prolonged idling isn't the remedy. In fact, several U.S. cities now issue fines for idling over 3 minutes because the practice spews more hydrocarbons than it prevents engine damage. Instead, start the car, buckle up, clear the glass, and drive gently for the first mile. Your ECU enriches the mixture automatically until operating temperature is reached. Tiny habits add up, and the next one can quietly destroy your engine from the inside out, courtesy of a decade-old marketing slogan many drivers still recite. Myth number 3. Thicker oil saves high-mileage engines. Once upon a time, throw in 2050 and she'll stop ticking was half-decent advice. Today, variable valve timing solenoids, turbochargers, and tight bearing tolerances turn thick oil into molasses. In 2023, Ford issued a technical service bulletin after warranty inspectors found premature cam phaser failure linked to owners switching viscosities, quote, for extra protection. Here's why. Variable valve timing passages are the diameter of a cocktail straw. Thicker oil starves them. That delays cam adjustment, triggers a check engine light, and if ignored, wipes out a $2,000 timing set. Want to reduce burn-off? Use a high-mileage synthetic labeled the same grade your cap calls for, usually 5W30 or 0W20. They're fractionally thicker when hot, carry seal conditioners, and preserve factory clearances. Speaking of fluids, how often do you really need to change them? Myth 4 will surprise you and expose an entire industry built on nostalgia. Myth 4. Oil must be changed every 3,000 miles. That sticker in your windshield existed for a reason. In 1978. Petroleum oils sheared down quickly, engines lacked roller lifters, and PCV systems dumped raw blow-by into crankcases. Fast forward. Full synthetics shrug at 400-degree turbo bearings, detergent packs stay stable twice as long, and engine manufacturing cleanliness has skyrocketed. Yet quick lube chains still chant 3,000-mile rule so effectively that a 2022 class action suit was filed alleging fear-based upselling. Crack open your manual. Most cars list 5,000 to 10,000 mile intervals, sometimes 12,000 on flexible service counters. Overchanging oil is mostly harmless to hardware, but lethal to your budget and the planet. Service when the computer says send used oil to recycling, and keep records. Overservicing feels virtuous. It's just redundant. Overservicing fluids is harmless compared to the next tire myth that can leave you skidding into trouble at 70 miles per hour. Myth number 5. Eyeballing tire pressure is good enough. You kick a tire, it looks inflated, you drive. Meanwhile, it's 5 psi low, tread shoulders wear 25% faster, rolling resistance soars, ABS calibration shifts. Data from a 2025 influencer livestream made headlines when his right rear tire exploded on camera, an underinflation-related blowout verified in the subsequent investigation. Yes, your TPMS light will eventually chime, but many systems don't illuminate until you're 10% under spec. That's already damaged territory. Grab a digital gauge once a month, check pressures cold, and match the sticker in your door jamb, not the sidewall's max number. 5 minutes of diligence beats shelling out for an unplanned set of Michelins. Think that's risky? The next debate has split drivers for decades, and both sides get it wrong. Myth 6. AC always wastes more fuel than open windows. You've heard the barstool wisdom. Kill the AC, crack the glass, save gas. Below 45 miles per hour, maybe. Above that, open windows turn your cabin into a parachute. In wind tunnel tests, aerodynamic drag increases 10 to 15%, with windows fully down at highway speeds. Modern compressors, on the other hand, switch to variable displacement and sit power. The result? On a 70 mile per hour cruise, running AC often burns less fuel than driving with windows flapping. At city pace, the equation flips, but the savings still hover around pennies per trip. Bottom line, stay comfortable, keep windows up at speed, and stop sweating the myth. Up until now, we've skimmed the surface. Myth 7 dives straight into your fuel tank and reveals a danger buried at the quarter tank mark that few drivers see coming. Myth number 7. Running near empty keeps fuel fresh. A buddy says, I like to keep gas low so it doesn't go stale. Meanwhile, the electric fuel pump inside that tank relies on gasoline for cooling. Drop below a quarter and the pump's case emerges into vapor space. Thermal load climbs, lubrication drops, lifespan plummets. Tow truck operators swear they haul more no-start vehicles on Monday mornings from drivers who let tanks run to fumes than any other single cause. Worse, every tank contains microscopic rust, dust, and sediment. Drive on empty and you slosh that debris straight through the pickup sock and into the filter. Clogged filters starve injectors, lean out mixtures, and melt exhaust valves. Keep it half full in daily life, top off before road trips, and avoid discount stations with questionable tank maintenance. Finally, a myth so new even experienced mechanics repeat it with confidence, and it could turn your 5-figure EV into a driveway ornament. Myth 8. Electric cars need zero maintenance. No oil changes, no problems. That slogan sells a lot of EVs, but reality is more nuanced. Lithium-ion packs crave thermal management. Brake fluid still absorbs moisture. Cabin filters plug sooner because EVs recirculate air to maximize HVAC efficiency. A leaked 2025 Tesla service memo outlined average annual costs just shy of $500 once tire rotations, brake fluid flushes, and firmware calibrations are included. Ignore software recalls and you can lose regenerative braking or DC fast charge speed overnight. Neglect brake fluid moisture and corrosion pits caliper pistons just like in any gasoline car. And while EV drivetrains are simpler, battery replacements start at $5,000 used, 10 or more new. Treat an EV like a small airplane. It's reliable when serviced on schedule, unforgiving when neglected. 8 myths. 8 ways to torch cash, components, or both. Premium pumps for plain Jane engines, marathon idling sessions, old school oil dogma, lazy tire checks, window down mileage fantasies, quarter tank gambling, and the seductive promise of maintenance-free electrics. Each sounds harmless until you run the bill. The most dangerous myth? The one you still believe without questioning. So do yourself a favor, drop any car truth you're unsure about in the comments. We'll fact check it in an upcoming episode, and who knows, your question might save thousands of drivers the next viral headache. Smash that subscribe button if you want more no-nonsense car wisdom, because the road to 300,000 miles starts with killing bad advice one myth at a time.